Good morning, students. Myself Kuldeep Singh. Today I am going to explain the class 9th, the topic measurement of length, that is 1B topic. So, students, how can we measure the length? What are the instruments we are having by which we can measure the small to small and long to long length? Actually, we can find the length with the help of the scale. With the help of scale, we can measure the length up to 1 millimeter, not less than 1 millimeter. If I can say you what is the width of this page, small page, can you measure this one? You can say with the help of scale. No, you can say no, we cannot measure the breadth of this page, but we can measure it with the help of one instrument, that is called as screw gauge. So the first of all, the least count of measuring instrument. What is the least count? The least count of an instrument is the smallest measurement that can be taken accurately with it. छोटे से छोटी measurement जो उसको हम measure कर सकते हैं. So for example, so this is the scale. So we can measure in smallest length is millimeter. If 2 points which can lie in these 2 points, in between these 2 points, so can we measure that one? If there is a suppose 10 centimeter or 1 centimeter and 5 millimeter, in between that, can we measure that length? You can say no. So this is the least count of the smallest measurement that can be taken accurately with it, that is called as least count. So all the different apparatus having the different least count. So measuring instrument is provided with the graduated scale for the measurement, and the least count is the value of one smallest division of that scale. So smaller the least count of the instrument, more precise is the measurement made by using it. जितना छोटा least count किसी का होगा उतना ज़्यादा accurately वो जो है measure कर सकता है thing को. So measurement of length. So on the scale, that is the 0 mark of one end and 100 mark on the other end is there. So it has a 10 subdivision. These are the 10 subdivisions are there. So this in between this some subdivisions are there. So that is 1 millimeter. So the least count of this scale is 1 millimeter. Similarly, if we want to measure the things up to second decimal or 3 decimal, is it any other possibility is there? Yes. So 1 decimal up to 1 decimal, that can be measured with the we can measure with the help of the simple scale, that is the meter scale. Next one, with the help of 2 decimal, we can measure with the help of vernier. On the vernier, there are 2 scales are there. One is main scale, which is fixed, and other scale, that is called as vernier scale, which is movable, that is move on over the vernier scale. So that scale, who discovered this vernier caliper? This they have asked the one question, that is the Parry vernier. So underline this Parry vernier. So the main scale is graduated with the value of 1 division of it is equal to 1 millimeter. So the smaller 1 millimeter is 1 upon 10 millimeter, that then the division of the main scale. So the least count of the vernier scale or vernier constant, we can say the least count of the vernier scale is equal to the difference between the two value. Which are the two scales are there? One is main scale and second one is vernier scale. So the difference between the one main scale and the vernier scale is called as the least count or vernier constant. Okay, so this definition you have to revise it. So thus the least count of the vernier is obtained simply. How can we find out? By dividing the value of one division of the main scale by the total number of division on the vernier scale. So these are, so this is the fixed scale and this is the vernier scale, which is move over it. So the X is 1 millimeter, which is the smallest one. Total number of division, how many? 10. So 1 upon 10 is 0.01 centimeter, because after decimal, how many points are there? 2. That means it can measure the value up to the second decimal. So least count of vernier scale is 2 decimal place. So use, where we can use the 2 scale, main scale and vernier scale are made when the movable vernier touches fixed end. One end is fixed and one is movable, placed over the main scale, and vernier scale is moved so the whole rod can be fixed. Okay, so this diagram is very important. So sometimes they are asking about that. So this is, student, this one is a movable, this is vernier scale, and the down one is a main scale. This vernier scale is moved over the vernier scale. So this is called as inside jaws. What is the function of this inside jaw? Cap. Can you measure the width of the cap? We can measure with the help of jaws. So outside surface we can measure with the help of outside jaws. So if we want to find the depth of the bottle or cup, how can we find out? There is a one, this one is there, strip. This is called as strip. So when we open it, this strip comes out. So the cap, the width we can find out, depth of the beaker or the bottle we can find out with the help of strip. So first of all, what is vernier caliper? The slide caliper. It is used to measure the length of the rod. हम rod की length find out कर सकते हैं. Diameter of the sphere, internal as well as external. Diameter of the hollow cylinder. Depth of the small beaker also we can measure. So the main scale, the scale is graduated with the 1 millimeter, and this is main scale. Another steel strip over provided the jaws J1 and J2. This is called as jaws. Okay, so this is the function. So from here, the outside part, this is very important. This table is very important. So what is this? Outside jaws. What is the function of the outside jaws? As I explained, it is used to measure the length of the rod, diameter of the sphere, external diameter or of a hollow, and inside jaws. So to measure the internal diameter of the hollow cylinder or a pipe. Second one is, third one is a strip. As I told you, this is strip. So it is used to measure the depth of the beaker of a bottle. And fourth one is main scale, to measure the length correct up to 1 millimeter. Next one is a vernier scale. It is used to help the length correct up to 1 decimal. So least count of the vernier calipers. One thing I want to clear, students, this vernier scale and screw gauge, we are having a practical also. So when we do the practical, the things will be clear to you at that moment also. Okay, so don't worry. So least count of the vernier caliper. The least count of the vernier caliper is equal to the difference between the two value. As I told in the before that also, it is the difference between the two value, that is the one main scale and which is the two another scale, vernier scale division. So this topic is very important. So zero error in vernier caliper. What is zero error in the vernier caliper? Students, two things you have to keep it in mind. That is, two scales are there. One is main scale and second one is a vernier scale. When we bring close to each other, these jaws J1 and J2 close to each other, so zero of this main scale and zero of this is main scale, zero of the main scale and zero of the vernier scale. This line, this line and this line should coincide. Coincide word is very important. COINCIDE. These two lines should be coincide with each other. If these two lines are coincide with each other, that means it is free from zero error. So definition of the zero error: on bringing the movable jaw J2 in contact with the fixed jaw J1, जब इसको इसके पास लेके आओगे, ओके, द जीरो ऑफ द वर्नियर स्केल, ये जो जीरो है, जीरो ऑफ द वर्नियर स्केल शुड कोइंसाइड, ये उसको कोइंसाइड मीन्स टच करनी चाहिए, बिल्कुल ऊपर मैच करनी चाहिए विद द जीरो मार्क ऑफ द मेन स्केल. देन दिस इज इफ सो, if it is so, अगर ऐसे होता है, then the vernier is said to be free from zero error. Definition is clear, I think so. Okay, then if sometime mechanical error, the vernier caliper is not, this zero of the vernier scale is not coincide with this, sometime it may be left side, sometime it may be on the right side. If so, if this type, if the zero, then there will be a zero error is there. What is the definition of the zero error? Sometime due to the mechanical error, but the vernier caliper, the scale of the vernier caliper, the zero of the vernier caliper does not coincide with the zero of the main scale, then it is said to be a zero error. Okay, so two types are there. If the zero of the vernier scale lie right to the zero of the main scale, right side, अगर right side पे है zero of the vernier scale to the main scale, then it is said to be positive zero error. And if it is on the left side, the vernier of the zero of the is the left side, then of the main scale, then it is called as negative zero error, like this. Okay, if it is this side to the left side, then it is negative. If it is to the right side, then it is positive zero error. How can we remove the zero error? We are having a one formula. So correct reading, observed reading minus zero error. Okay, so I will explain you how to find the least count first. Okay, so देखो बेटा, this one, it is coinciding at which number? So here, if it is, there is observed reading is 10, if it is negative, then the zero error will be positive, it will be add. If it is positive, then observed reading can be minus. Okay, we have to minus it. Okay, with the according to this formula we have to find out. So this part is very important, because how can we measure the length of the object with the vernier caliper? So this you can read and we can easily find out. This table we will fill in the lab. Okay, next, principle of a screw gauge. What is screw gauge? Screw, as we are tightening the screw, so there are lines are there. So pitch of the screw gauge, those are called as pitch. एक बार रोटेट करने पे कितना वो घूमता है, that is called as pitch. So pitch of a screw gauge is the distance moved along the axis by the screw in one complete rotation. एक complete rotation करने के लिए कितना वो distance move करता है axis के ऊपर, that is called as pitch. Okay, so as I told you that least count of the screw gauge is the distance moved by the axis by rotating the circular scale division. It can be measured up to the third decimal. वर्नियर कैलिपर इट इज़ सेंटीमीटर, उसका कितना था 0.01 सेंटीमीटर. तो मिलीमीटर में अगर करना है तो 1 मिलीमीटर कम हो जाएगा. ओके, 1 डेसिमल कम हो जाएगा. बट स्क्रू गॉज गिव्स अस द लीस्ट काउंट रीडिंग अप टू 3 decimal. Okay, so this is here, it is very important because sometimes they may ask, underline this one also. So name the instrument which can give us 4 decimal. Screw gauge gives us up to 3 decimal, but there is a 4 decimal also, that is called as micrometer screw gauge, which gives a reading up to 4 decimal. So what is screw gauge? It works on the, name the principle on which the screw gauge work. It works on the screw. This is the ICSE question, students. It is used to measure the diameter of the wire. क्या measure कर सकते हैं? वायर का डायमीटर आप फाइंड आउट करना हो तो किससे करोगे? थिकनेस. एज ए स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द वीडियो आई टोल्ड यू, इफ़ यू फाइंड द विड्थ ऑफ द पेपर और थिकनेस ऑफ द पेपर, बाय विच इंस्ट्रूमेंट you can measure it? With the help of screw gauge we can measure it. It gives the reading up to 4 decimal. Okay, so this is very important. Same way this diagram is important. This is U shape, these are called as stud, these are screw, this is the main scale, and here in these 2 scales are there. Same way with the vernier scale, 2 scale. In the vernier scale, one is vernier scale and one is main scale, but in the screw gauge, one is main scale and second one is a circular scale which circulate over it. Okay, rest of the definition and others we can be relate with these two main scale only. Okay, so same way, one is racket. This is called as racket also. This is the back side racket. इसको rotate करना है. With the help of racket, we can rotate it and it will come forward. And after joining this zero with the coincide with this zero of the circular scale, there will be one tick tick voice is there. Once or twice tick voice, we come to know that it is properly fixed, properly tight. Okay, so that is called as racket. So very important, what is the function of the racket? To advance the screw. Advance means इसको बंद करने के लिए, इसको आगे लेके जाने के लिए, by turning it till the object is gently held between the stud and the spindle of the screw. Second one is a sleeve. The main mark of the this one, the mark, this is called as sleeve, जिसके ऊपर वो scale लिखा जाता है. So mark of the main scale and the base scale. Then next one is a thimble, the mark of the circular scale. ये जो ऊपर लिखा है, this one is called as thimble. Next one is main scale and circular scale is there. Then pitch and least count of the screw gauge. So what is pitch? Is the linear distance moved by the its screw on the main scale when circular scale is complete one rotation. This is, students, very important. How can we decrease the least count of the screw gauge? It is directly proportional, beta. Those who are having the old book, one book I am having in the school, so in there is a wrong one is there, but this is, they have asked in twice or thrice, they have asked in the paper also, how can we decrease the least count or increase? It is directly proportional. If we decrease the least count, then decreasing the pitch, then it is least count can be decreased. Increasing the total number of division बढ़ा दोगे तो least count कम हो जाएगा. पिच को डिक्रीज कर दोगे तो लीस्ट काउंट क्या हो जाएगा, कम. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, सेम वे जीरो एरर. हाउ? ऑन ब्रिंगिंग, जब इसको क्लोज रख किया होगे, द जीरो ऑफ द सर्कुलर स्केल कोइंसाइड विद द मेन स्केल, then it is said to be free from zero error. But sometime due to mechanical error, if zero of the main scale does not coincide with the zero of the circular scale, then it is said to be zero error. So positive zero error. If this line is below, this is baseline, circular scale is below the zero of this one, then it is said to be positive zero error. If it is above the zero error line, then it is called as negative zero error. Okay, so what is on bringing the flat end of the screw in contact with the stud, zero of the circular scale is above the baseline of the main scale, the zero is said to be negative zero error. How can we correct it? The zero error, same formula, observed reading minus zero error. If it is negative, then negative, positive, then we have to add it. If it is positive, then positive, negative, then we have to subtract it. Measurement, read this topic. We will do the one experiment in the lab, then the topic will be clear to you. Okay, so last topic is there, that is backlash error. Very very important. Backlash में अगर उसको ट्रैक्टर को पीछे घुमाएंगे तो वो जो सर्कुलर स्केल है वो अपनी जगह पे ही खड़ा रहे, वो पीछे ना आए, आगे ना जाए. दैट मीन देयर इज ए बैकलैश एरर इज देयर. सो सम टाइम ड्यू टू वियर और टीयर द थ्रेड, इसके बीच में थ्रेड होता है, अगर वो टूट जाता है ऑफ द स्क्रू, इट इज़ ऑब्जर्व दैट, ये ऑब्जर्व किया गया है, रिवर्सिंग द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द रोटेशन ऑफ द थिम्बल को पीछे लेके आने के लिए, द टिप ऑफ द स्क्रू डज नॉट स्टार्ट मूविंग इन द अपोजिट डायरेक्शन. जो उसका स्क्रू है वो पीछे नहीं जाता उसी टाइम, बट अपनी जगह पे ही खड़ा रहता है. ओके, फॉर द पार्ट ऑफ रोटेशन. दिस कॉज, क्यों ऐसा हुआ? बिकॉज ऑफ बैकलैश error. How can we avoid the backlash error? Very important question. While taking the measurement, the screw should be rotated in one direction. इसको एक ही साइड पे घुमाना है. If it is required to change the direction, अगर उसको चेंज करना है, do not change, उसी टाइम मत चेंज करो, रुको 2 मिनट. ओके, वहाँ पे do not change the direction the once, move the screw still further, थोड़ा आगे लेके चलो, stop there for a while and then rotate it in the reverse direction. By this we can avoid the backlash error. So students, read this topic and try to clear your doubt from me. Thank you.